20 ऑक्टोबर 2017 दिलीप साळगांवकारान आपलो वाडदीस व्हडा दबाज्यान मनयलो. कारण असले ते 70 वर्सां पुराय करपाचे. तांच्या वाडदिसा निमित्तान उद्देग, कला, खेळ, राजकारण आणि वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रांतल्यान बरेच लोक तांकां परबीं दिवपाक आयले. हेच कारण साधून आमी थारायले तांच्या ह्या 70 वर्साच्या प्रवासाचेर नदर घालपाची. एकुणीसशे 47 हो देशा खातीर संघर्षाचो काळ. ह्याच काळान ऑक्टोबर 20 तारखेक वास्कोच्या साळगांवकर कुटुंबान दिलीप बाब हांचो जन्म.
Dilip is my childhood friend, right from the beginning, from the school days. He studied himself in Marathi, and then it will be a more surprising thing for everybody that he studied also Portuguese in those days, and he must have completed Primeiro Grau or Segundo Grau in Mapsa, and this happened only because of Bhau, whose friend Ramchand Bandekar, who was instrumental in teaching him or taking him to Portugal.
हांव दिलीप बाबाक ताच्या विद्यार्थी दशेपासून वळखता. कित्याक ते म्हज्या घरा शेजरा एका बोर्डिंग स्कुलान रावताले आनी थंय तांणी आपले शालेय शिक्षण पूर्ण केले. तांची शैक्षणिक कारकीर्द उज्वल आशिल्ली.
And after that, in 8th standard, he joined St. Joseph's School in Vasco, and he continued there, and he was a topper in class, a very intelligent student with brilliant career.
Academically, he excelled throughout his studentship and secured his degree in chemical engineering from the prestigious UDCT of Bombay University.
दिलीप बाब आणि जिनोच्या प्रवासांत तांच्या घरकान्नीचो मोलाचो वांटो आसा. दोतोर प्रमोद साळगांवकर तांच्या आयुश्यांतल्या प्रवासांत एक अविस्मय घटक आसा. दोतोरान घरांतलो आनी जिनोचो परफेक्ट समीकरण जुळयला आनी दिलीप बाबाक पावलाक पावल मेळोवन ती तांच्या बरोबर खंबीरपणान उबी आसा.
Pramod Mahatme, she was a topper in class, and a grand thing is I was in the same school where Pramod was there.
I have known him right from childhood because आमी दोगां एकाच from same city. We have grown together actually. And he was my brother's friend, and I knew him more through my brother also when we discussed.
See, as far as Dilip is concerned, we never had a doubt about his sincerity when he expressed his love to my sister. None of us had a doubt about Dilip, but he belonged to a family which had its own background, and we always felt whether this thing can survive, because in those days this big disparity in the economic situation of the people was always a matter of doubt. But knowing Dilip, I never had a doubt. I knew Dilip very closely, so I personally never had a doubt that Dilip would be an excellent husband and he would carry this marriage, he would carry both the families with him, which exactly he did.
He is definitely a good individual, a good person, a good human being. ताज्यान म्हणजे म्हजो घोव अशें, आय एम नॉट टॉकिंग फ्रॉम दॅट एंगल, वेन आय लूक एट हिम एज अ ह्युमन बीइंग, he is really in many respects is unparalleled.
This couple was a fantastic couple who would always look after, to give help to others, to see that every time some social work can be done, it is possible, they have done it.
I just decided, in fact my parents were very keen on him, so I wasn't, because we belonged to a different strata of society. They were a big family, we weren't a match for them. But tari asthana, as a human being, he was so good.
Pramod has been a backbone of his all achievements, because she's such a nice lady that she would always do something which others would like.
His life partner, Pramod Bhai, also is a great companion to him in his endeavors.
Dilip is a chemical engineer, so when he joined business, he wanted to do something which is related to his, the qualification.
He chose chemical industry for his business and handled Kurti Chemicals of their family group first.
Because this was a responsibility bestowed on him by his kaka, Mr. V.M. Salgaocar, to look after Kurti Chemicals.
V.M. Salgaoncars were into mining business. Of course, by that time they had diversified into different directions. But ताका मागीर एक opportunity मेळ्ळी की ताणें कुर्ती chemicals थंय ताका म्हणजे his father and uncle they decided that he be put in charge of Kurti Chemicals, which was a small plant in Ponda, Kurti, which he kind of was appointed. And just before our marriage, he was appointed the chief executive officer of Kurti Chemicals. As luck would have it, after his taking over, there was a lot of demand. It was a potassium permanganate manufacturing plant, and there was a lot of demand for it. And everybody was taken by surprise that when this plant was exporting potassium permanganate, had a huge domestic requirement, so much so that the plant couldn't meet up the requirement and we had to go into expansion.
Dilip Bab's father, R.M. Salgaocar, separated at that time from the main company, V.M. Salgaoncar's group, and they were looking out for an opportunity to invest in the running business. Two of the businesses they invested immediately. One of them is Sunita Laboratories, a bulk drug manufacturing company in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. The second one was GENO Pharmaceuticals Limited, which was sponsored by EDC, and one Mr. Deshmane and his group of some doctors, others from Maharashtra and Goa. This company, GENO Pharmaceutical, ran into trouble and almost within 3 years became a sick company. And EDC was trying to unload their contribution.
It will be a surprising thing for everybody that when he took over GENO Pharmaceuticals, it was already with a loss of 1.6 to 1.7 crores on those days.
GENO was below zero. When we got it, it was negative. There were carried forward losses of almost a crore. Balance sheet was all bad in the sense that it was dressed up, the balance sheet, and when it was sold to us. It was a government of Goa, EDC's had promoted it with outside promoters. They had started this industry and it was badly run. When we took over, they wanted to probably get rid of it, so we took it over, and he himself was very much interested because though he did not know much about pharmaceutical industry as such, he's a chemical engineer. He didn't know much about, he had not done a business degree as such, but there was something about this particular, when he came to see it, he said, no, I think we should go for this. And I supported him because it was pharmaceutical, I was a doctor, and I thought that it would be nice because customers are all doctors, and that is why I supported his decision to buy this. There wasn't much of support from the other members of the family. But ultimately, I think we all agreed that we should take this unit. We did not know it was that bad, and it would, give Dilip such an uphill task. ते आमकां म्हणजे तेन्ना दिशिल्लें की we'll be able to 3-4 वर्सां भितर it will start making profit and we will be able to run it smoothly. It didn't happen that way. We took 10 years to even come anywhere near breaking even, and after that also there were a lot of difficulties. This is not an easy field.
When the company was taken over and the leadership was taken by Dilip Salgaocar, and he took out from the woods what we call from the crisis gradually by working so hard.
ताणें आपले सगळे सर्वस्व आनी सगळे जे पळय एक्सपिरियन्स आनी जे पळय ताजी हुशारी आशिल्ली ती पणाक लावन ह्या कंपनीची भरभराट करून ह्या कंपनीक आज आसा त्या स्थितीन हाडून दवरल्या आनी हाजें सगळें श्रेय तशें पळोवंक वचत जाल्यार दिलीपाक जाता.
And as the time passed, as it was going, his networking, his skill, his business acumen, all this worked, and GENO started doing very well.
जिनोच्या संघर्षाच्या काळात दिलीप बाबाच्या आयुष्यात काही सुखाचे क्षण सुद्धा आले.
One thing is, Papa and Mama always encourage केला कितें what I want to do in my personal or professional life. He has always encouraged me. And even when I took a post as office bearer of Rotary, he was very supportive of doing activities for the club. And I admire the way he's turned over a sick company into a 200 crore company. And even ताजे जो social service करता through Rotary or GENO Foundation or through other organizations, I really admire the way he does it so much for the society.
I remember the time when maybe I was in KG. I was going to KG in BZB school in next to our house, and he used to take me and my mom on the airport road. That time it wasn't so crowded, of course, as it is today. But I remember I used to scream and shout that he should overtake the flying airplane, and he used to actually speed the car and make me feel that we are overtaking. It was a childish thing, but he used to indulge to that extent.
My grandfather is very kind, generous, smart, and a very disciplined individual. He likes sports, and very often we watch sports matches together, whether it be cricket, football, or whatever sport it is. On my birthdays, I can always count on him to give me the best gift, and he is really nice, and I can always talk to him whenever I want to. I greatly admire him, and I wish I could be like him in the future.
He is very, he is playful with Shivam, and then he totally indulges him using whatever he wants, and he's the only child, so Shivam is quite pampered by everyone at home.
With the grandson, I mean, the way he indulges him and cares for him, it is absolutely. I mean, he becomes a child with my son. So it's like he's reliving the way he has behaved with me. He is reliving all those years again with my son. And whenever he is playing with him, or he is talking with him, or he is just spending time with him, he just becomes like the age of my son, and he will behave that way, and he is very close to my son. So absolutely, I think once again, if you ask me, he is an ideal grandfather in that aspect.
दिलीप साळगांवकर हांचो छंद खेळ, संगीत आणि समाजकारण. फाटली बरीच वर्सां ते वेगवेगळ्या संस्थां वरवीं बरेच काम करत आसा.
आदी पर्यंत गोंयांत आमच्या स्पोर्ट्समॅनांक कांय कोण रेकग्नायज करिनाशिल्ले, पण दिलीपान आपल्या कंपनी तर्फे जेनो फार्मास्युटिकल्स तर्फे वर्सा स्पोर्ट्समॅनांक तो रेकग्नायज करून तांकां अवॉर्ड्स दिता.
So his love for sports is something which is very good, and his participation in sports as a child or as a youth has led him to maintain a very strict fitness regime, which he continues even today. So I think that's a good thing. I also learned that the more you have a sportsman-like attitude and imbibe that in your life, it helps a lot.
दिलीप आणि जिनो हे एक समीकरण जावन आसा आनी ह्या जिनोच्या मार्फत ताणें जायते CSR प्रोजेक्ट राबयल्ले आसा. स्पोर्ट्स हो ताजो आवडटो सब्जेक्ट. क्रिकेट हें ताका खूब आवडटा, पयलीं पासूनच ताका गेम आवडटा आनी त्या खातीर ताणें स्वताची एक टिमूय तयार केली तातूंतल्यान. स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिस्ट हाजे अवॉर्ड्स ताणें तातूंतल्यान दिवपाक सुरवात केली.
PS Bank GPL Season 5, done well, exceedingly well, making it to the finals in their first attempt itself.
जगाच्या नकाशाचेर गोंयचें नांव व्हड करपा खातीर दिलीप साळगांवकर सातत्यान वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रांत आपली उपस्थिती दीत आसा. मागीर ते खेळांत जिनो स्पोर्ट्स अवॉर्ड दिवन तरणाट्यांचें प्रोत्साहन करप आसूं वा रोटरींत तांचो मोलाचो वांटो आसत. सिनेमा क्षेत्रांत एक नवी झेप आसूं वा संगीत क्षेत्रांत कलाकारांक व्यासपीठ दिवप आसूं, हे सगळे आनी बऱ्योच गोश्टी दिलीप बाब शांतपणान करत आसा.
Our CMD, Mr. Dilip Salgaocar, he is very loving and inspiration person with immense administrative and technical skills. So all the years I have seeing him, means he always try to guide us in all respects, and he has started this organization of his own, and he has brought to this level, and he is still working very hard to make this organization to push towards the highest level.
My CMD is always a great inspiration for me. He is very hard working, he is very disciplined, and his time management is very perfect. So because of that, our company from the scratch has come to this level, and he is still trying to take our company to a great level.
His way of looking at the situation is incredible. He will look into the situation from the different angles, and that is something which I have learned from him over last 6 years.
हांव जेन्ना जॉइन जाल्लें तेन्ना मातशी ल्हानशी कंपनी आसली, पण आतां ह्या हितून त्या कंपनीन व्हडली भरारी घेतलेली आसा, म्हणजे खूब उंच भरारी घेतले.
बेसिकली जेंकां मनशांक नॉलेज ना तांकां मनशांक हांगा चान्स दिवन सरान तेंची भरभराट केल्ली आसा.
हांव चड डेवलप जालो जिनो दिवन, आनी आमची घरची परिस्थिती बरी जाली कंपनीक कामान येवन.
अशा या गोंयच्या सुपुत्राक तांच्या 70व्या वाडदिसा निमतान मानवंदना. तुमचो प्रवास असोच फुडें चालू उरचो हेच देवा कडेन साकळे.
The presence of family and friends made that cake even more delicious. perfect moment, ladies and gentlemen. Bubbles of happiness all packed in the bottle of champagne. So give it a go, Rohit.
Come on, Rohit, you can do it. Take well.
Oh! Give a big round of applause.
That was in the bad old days before I met you. When I met.
And may I also add, ladies and gentlemen, he's a very, very eloquent speaker. Please welcome Dr. Joseph Fernandez.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will not speak more, but those of you who have witnessed being in the Rotary, being in the Red Cross, or being with Dilip and his family will certainly vouch along with me the type of service-minded personality that he is. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of each one of you present over here, today I raise the toast in honor of Dilip. We wish, hope and pray that you continue this service to mankind. And we also wish, hope and pray that you will long, long life for you in this journey of service to mankind always. All the very best and finest bit of wishes to you, Dilip. Thank you so much.
Joseph was so eloquently saying on our behalfs. May I now invite our Honorable Chief Minister.
In fact, I just do not believe that he's going for so long. But it appears he is still the same old Dilip Salgaocar I saw in 80s. So I wish him well. Today he revealed his age to everyone. I think that's a secret. You, all of you, keep the best. Thank you.